to the warm setting and then go and fix the dinner after that. So let's jump in on another one. That was a little sloppy. I was hoping for a little more out of that one, but kind of is what it is. And all right, we got Sion down here. We'll continue on with the new champions. So let's pick up the Sion. See if we can't find the discard strategies. I think when this comes up, I think you just have to take the Piltover champion, right? If you're trying to play these discard strategies, the big things that you'll be finding would be Dravens, and so ideally we'll pick up Piltover. We'll see a bunch of Scrapheap packs, and then we can pick up Dravens for our second and our third and our fourth champions. And so Teemo's going to have to do it. This is kind of kind of an awkward set of cards with Sion here, but I mean the other option would be to take Zerath, or no, Ziggs isn't. Ziggs is Vandal City. He's not. He seems like he ought to be a Noxus champion to me. He's got those Riven stats. But all right, we're ready to go for the discard deck. So the here, I think if we start to take cards like Zonite Urchin, I do worry that we're gonna just have like the Sherman Boom packs continue to show up. But these are like the premier discard outlets, right? I don't want to be out here playing cards like Roar of the Slayer and having that be it. I think we really want to chase down the Zonite Urchins, and so hopefully we don't get like too much of this clump of Wumps and Shroom and Boom stuff showing up. So as far as these are concerned, I think it's safe to just come and take the Mystic Shot. I really do like to make these decks more on the aggressive side of things. So like the House Spider would make me want to lean towards that, but I don't really want to be playing Scorched Earths here. So I'm going to take the Mystic Shot Patrol Warden. Okay, interesting. I want all four of these. This is tough. The Fallen Rider I am a absolutely huge fan of. This is just the ridiculous curves, right? If you're playing Zonite Urchin on one, discarding the Fallen Rider, and then playing the 4/2 on two, just incredibly powerful. I think it might be enough to pass on Get Excited over taking these Fallen Riders. I think it's just kind of our premier bro here. Ugh, these cards all kind of suck. Do not want anything to do with Bilgewater, so those can go. We're not taking Mushroom Clouds, and so that just kind of leaves us with the discard outlets over here. I think Salt and Stitches is pretty garbage, but we don't have a whole lot of choice in that pack. Okay, well, the units I'm wanting to show up aren't showing up. It worries me a bit to see like Fishbone show up here at the end. I mean, I guess we could be discarding Poro Cannons or using Poro Cannons as our discard outlet, but I'd still rather it be like Zonite Urchins and Sump Dredgers. But we can't pass on Lost Soul. This card is just ridiculously bonkers as far as the discard decks are concerned. Okay, then with this one, we're getting a Weapons of the Lost either way, and then I feel like we're getting a little bit spell heavy here. So I know Whirling Death is good, but we already have one copy, so we'll pick up the Thorn of the Rose here. You've had little success with Roar of the Slayer. It needs a lot to go right for it. I don't think Sion is particularly worth building around. Like I'm pretty happy to have one copy of him. I'm like pretty happy to have one copy of Draven. I think it struggles in two ways. I think it needs a lot going for it. Like as far as this discard mechanic goes, I don't want to be playing Salt and Stitches. I don't want to be playing that like 1 mana 3/2 with Ephemeral. Like those cards are all kind of turdy. All the cards I really want to be playing are in Piltover. Like these Urchins, the Sump Dredgers, and then these are the premier ways to be discarding our Fallen Riders and our Scions, so we aren't like losing out on card advantage. And so it's like if you don't find yourself in Piltover, it's going to be kind of weak. Then kind of like problem number two it has going for it is the Darkness deck being so prevalent right now. Like Darkness just like hard counters this mid-rangey Noxus deck, and it kind of hard counters all of the Poppy decks. If it's able to kill Poppy, it's you if you want to be able to beat the Darkness deck, you have to be like ultra aggressive, or you have to be way more control decky than them, like either with like Aurelion Sol or with Leona. And I'm not really stoked about trying to play a mid-range curve deck against Senna. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you had little success with it. I'm not trying to say that like you're doing it wrong and this is like an incredibly powerful card pool. I just don't think it's well positioned in the meta right now, and I think it's more of a support to Draven than it is a build around card pool. But here, I think I really like these Fallen Reckoners. Like we have to pick up some top end. I don't want to be counting on Weapons of the Lost to be it, and so I think the Reckoner with the weapons is fine. There is the Trifarian Hopeful Whirling Death Pact, but you don't quite have the one drops to really take advantage of the Hopeful. We do need to lower our curve though. Maybe we are just stuck taking the Hopeful. Okay. Hey, but here's some cheap ones. Man, this is just like actual everything, right? Man, leave it to the wild picks. Yeah, I would love to just add all 6 of these cards to our deck. I think we need to come over and take the Boom Baboon and the Time Winder. Like leaving the Darkness decks aside, like Time Winder is really well positioned these days to take advantage of all the decks focused on the Yordle 1-drop. Man, these are all so good. All right, well, let's pick up the Boom Baboon and the Time Winders. Glad to see that those oh, what are they called? The Scrapheap packs show up right here. I think we're just stuck with the Noble Rebel. Again, we don't want like more than 10 spells for the most part. Like some of these are Weapons of the Lost, so it's not like all of our spells are spells, but we can't be taking packs like Coup de Grace and Insider Knowledge while we're stacked up this high. So the Noble Rebel just made the cut. he's making it in the squad. And here we go. See, this isn't a bad pack. The Glory of the Fallen with the Grave Physician, that looks pretty good. Double units right when we need to pick them up. Here's another set of double units. Excellent, excellent. And so, yeah, I wish we would have been able to pick up more of the Zaun Knight Urchin kind of cards, but I think we have a deck that's starting to look pretty reasonable. And we're definitely getting 2 spells out of this one. I think we'll just pick up the Time Winder again. Look at that. He's trying to tell me to Scrapheap. I won't discard our boy Sion. He can hang out and party with us today. But I will get rid of this Salt and Stitches. This card is just trash. Okay. All right. Well, I don't think this came together superbly. There's no. It was kind of a bit of a problem with the packs where we took that Urchin in the first pack and then we had to run through a bunch of Shroom and Boom packs, whereas we wanted Scrapheap showing up. But it's okay. I think we're just a few trades away from a real deck. So if we like win and then see Draven in the next set of champions, and I think we're like spot on, ready to go. And then I think if we load up the champion packs and it's like Jinx or Teemo, or Teemo's definitely going to be there, but if it's like Jinx or just something that isn't Scrapheap, then we're going to be struggling. Sundisk, you're playing Bilgewater, bro. We should be safe to add units, right? Looking good, looking good. More puff caps than we had in that whole last trial. Nami. Okay. We can make we can make like a whirling death play if we want to next turn, or we can just try and guile. Or I mean we could roar the Slayer. It seems reasonable. Get the flame chompers down. Now if he wants to spend 4 mana on a unit and we get to guile it, then we get a ton of damage in. Oop. And did we pick some Snipe Scavenger? was that paired in with Teemo? Must have been paired in with Teemo. Whoa, he's gonna have all the cheap spells. We just gotta get on board here. He can't handle our open next turn, right? Attacking? Alright, well, I'm not going to risk it. This is one of these attacks where if he has like some kind of combat trick and he trades, then you know that's terrible for us. We lose our fully wide board. And now with a space like this, you know, he's only going to get one block. We should just be able to end the game here. Got him. Alright, Draven. Come on, my man. You're what we're looking for here. Alright, no. You're not Draven. Alright, well, looks like the next best choice is going to be the Teemos here. So we'll do a bit of Shroom and Boom, and at least we're getting another discard card tagged along with it. I just don't like stacking Sion. He's just a little bit too expensive. I can see an argument, like depending on how our deck plays out, if we want to pick up a second one. But right now, we need to focus that early part of our curve, and I don't think Sion is quite necessary. Effing Darius, get that out of here. He ought to be mad. He knows he's just worse than Sion these days. It's just it's not at least like 100%. There are situations where Darius is better than Sion, but typically the decks that, you know, if you're not playing a discard deck, but man, Sion really puts the wrench to him though as far as card quality goes. All right. Wouldn't hate finding some puff cap generators. Now that we're doing a little bit more with Teemo and seeing hands like this, it's just kind of like, man, I'd really love to discard a Mushroom Cloud today. This is just our best aggressive unit on this turn, right? We don't have the mana to play Fallen Riders. Okay. We'll see. It doesn't feel like super worth to hang out and try to Tom Wander that thing. Uh-oh, we got the vulnerable flame chompers. Oh yeah, that premium Sion does look pretty sweet. Oh no, no! I tried to discard the Fallen Rider and missed. F. F, F, F. Ruin Runner. Alright, well, we have a good block on that. Alright, well, if you wanna vulnerable or a Teemo, I'm okay with it. I think it's just too easy for him here to just like pass. Alright. Can we ever get down the Revenant? I don't think we can. But we'll get a bunch of big boys on board this turn. Boop and boop. Alright. You want to block our littles, then just get domed. Blocking the littles, huh? Taking 13? That's a lethal. Falling to 1 against the puff caps? Aight. Uh-oh. That's not cool. Alright, well, I mean, we're probably just gonna... Oh, Mystic Shot doesn't even get us here, right? I was like, I'm probably just gonna draw a Mystic Shot with a Trail of Evidence in this one. Quick attack? Not bad, not bad. Looks like we're taking 8. Alright, I mean, we could have discarded the Lost Soul. We neglected to do that just to get all this dome damage to the dome in. But feels like we're okay. We're gonna hit something real choice with this Trail of Evidence, that's for certain. Oh yeah, you're just going for it, huh? Okay. Here it comes. Okay. What we got? Intrepid Mariner. Making some elusives. Alright. Going in. Lethal. Get him. Nice. Ooh, the Trail of Evidence giving us the elusive. Sick. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? Man, why do we gotta be discarding Fallen Riders for the Urchins? We trade this Slayer for the Urchin. I think I'm happy with just our one beam, though. Alright. I'm gonna skip this one. F. Right, what we got now? I'm surprised we haven't seen more action these days. They said that they forgot to take the appearance bonus for off the action pools and off the Vigio pool. So I'm curious if that was that they got dropped to like the double bonus instead of the 4x bonus, or if that was still at the 4x and it's just not as noticeable because there's so many champions on the 4x now. And it doesn't seems like they did some of them a little bit differently. It looks like if you look at the spreadsheet, some are listed at like 350 and some are listed at 500. So I'm kind of curious if they like, I mean, it's really hard to typo that many times, right? There's no way that dev got a job and is that abysmal at filling out a spreadsheet. So they must be just kind of set up a little bit strangely like that. But here, this is the kind of matchup where I was expecting Time Winders to be good. I think we can get quite a bit of usage out of this here. We're just going to get domed by the Kingpin, I believe. We can't take him down. And then the other thing was like, I kind of went like a little too fast. I think we should have discarded the Warmonger and put the bonus on Teemo. I'm kind of interested in just like course correcting and doing that now. But if we want to do that, we need to just play the Thorn of the Rose second. I think we should be 2 damage up Well, we didn't have a great way to discard this last turn either. Like, we would have just been fairly all in on it. Okay. Off to the races, I guess. Sion, here to give the Thorn of the Rose overwhelm. Okay. We got some options. I don't think we need to open here. All right. Well, I think all of these attacks are good except for the Grave Physician. Oh, there goes our fearsome attack, but okay. Sure. And we can get a flipped Teemo hit in next turn. He doesn't know we have the other Teemo in hand. Just take all this, right? Probably not now. And it's pretty much just the same if we add a unit, right? We're just straight up blocking everything this turn. At least we'd like to get in an attack with the Overwhelm. Can we at least take down... Can't take down the Kingpin, but we can take down both of his 3 attack units. Maybe we can get a fearsome attack in next turn. This is looking pretty thin, but we gotta find some hope somewhere. So the weakest unit can't block. Is that the best we can do? This guy has Overwhelm as well, though. Oh, that is really good, though. Right, the weakest unit has the most health. Oh shit! Damn. Those mathematics weren't exactly right, but. All right, here's the squad. Let's do some damages. Let's see if that's enough. We're gonna lose this game with him at 2 health, right? That's what we get for not Tom wandering off on the second turn and boosting our Teemo. Takes him to 5. Yeah, that's done. That doesn't feel good. Maybe he'll do weird stuff and he'll let us he'll let us guile. Oh man, this is not gonna do it. Hey, Gak, quit playing cards. just draw him. Let's see if you hit 5 puff caps on this one draw. Okay. Oh. This one? Alright. Alright, fine. Uh-oh, did I just exit the game? F. That's one way to do it, right? Just rage quit it. That's LOR Guardian. Man. How do I do this? Runeterra. Alright, let's see if that fixes it. I swore I hit surrender and not exit game, but what do I know? Oh, this poor guy's still just sitting there. He's like, I got Buster rage quit. Oh shit. All right. Well, what can we do here? And I think we do have to trade out the Reckoner for the Urchin. Not exactly what we're trying to trade out, but it's just too important to what our deck's trying to do. All right. This guy knows what's up. He found the Dravens. He's got more Scions than Dravens, though. Yes, it's a bold statement right there. We gotta find some 1-drops here, though. Did not do it. Found the opposite of 1-drops here. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. All right. Any unit. Just bring us some unit, please. A pass on Mystic Shotting this, I believe. Well, we got a unit. That's what we were asking for. Let's see if they give us some better choices. It's pretty good for them just to ship it back, especially since there's like so many whirling deaths in these things. But if we're playing it this slow, then at least he's not being like ultra aggressive here. He's got a big Fallen Rider in hand now. So how's this going to go? We're going to have to Time Winder next turn. Yeah, we can do this. We'll have to Time Winder next turn to get the Lost Soul discarded so we can play the Revenant. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, we're just down 1 mana. Perfect hand? This is far from perfect hand. Oh, the Roar was a big pickup, so we aren't stuck just like trying to Time Winder on this board. That's huge. You miss your allegiance, that's what you get, bro. Coming after you. The Revenant's coming to party. Now, are we ready to just start? Well, we can do this. We can attack. Go ahead and make this happen. The Revenant will come back in hand. Do we care about this? I don't think we care about this, right? We still get the card in hand. I just want to be able to have the Noble Rebel on board and the ability to Whirling Death next turn. And then I think we're completely okay. Okay. It's going to be so bad when we Whirling Death and then he has them as well. I'm scared. I'm a little on the scared side, guys. just a little bit. Let's just do 1. So bad if we do 2. And he has a Whirling Death of his own. Or a Mystic Shot, whatever. Any removal spell here is just completely horrible. Uh-oh. 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 Is it happening? Ours are premium. That's the difference maker, right? Nice. Hope you learned your lesson, bro. Pay to win, that's right. That's right. Should have known. Nice. Oh, we got a unit that's killable to Time Wander. Oh my goodness. Oh, friend. Oh, friend. This is not going to play out how you want. Where's our Sion at now? He's getting real close. Oh no. What a disaster for this guy. Oh no.
Hurry, Doctor. You've work to do.
Yes, my lady. At once. Move out! Solid and cool.
All right. Are you at Sion? You flip yourself yet? No, no, not quite. Oh, that's awkward. How do we kill our unit now? You gotta wait till next turn, I guess. Oh, you need to, you need to get in there, son. Okay. It's so rough against an overwhelmed deck. Alright, well, gotta deal with this thing at some point, I guess. We can at least hook down the rebel next turn. Don't make that mistake. I used to think that the discarding spells would boost Sion. That is definitely not the way he works. Guillotine. We still want to like ace this unit because we definitely need to have stuff on board for next turn. This is probably pretty safe. Then we'll get the big boy back. We can discard the big boy to the physician. Okay. Just play Sion to block. Could we have the mana for that last turn? I kind of had in my head that we weren't playing Sion until he was flipped. So it's very reasonable that he could have been played. We can definitely play him now. All right, so looking good. The Reckoner's just going to make the physician the camp block. Add the Revenant now. Do we want to iterative improvement this thing first? Kind of like it. Or, I mean, we could just improvement the Grave Physician and discard this thing. That probably feels a little bit better. All right. Well, how do we get all the damages in this turn? Okay. Oop. All right. Here's a big noggin. The 4. Then we won't open next turn. It's too risky. All right. That should do it. I mean, I do forget that Sion is able to block. It's just, I kind of have that, like, Darius mentality in my head when it comes to Sion, that you just want to play him at, like, the end of your opponent's turn and open attack with him and end the game. And so it kind of slips for me that he can block, and he's, pretty good at blocking since, getting the rally and stuff. And so you're probably pretty spot on. It would have been ideal to play him there, but I wasn't giving it that much. I didn't give that my full attention. But here, I'm just going to continue on with Teemo. Our top end is a little bit light, just the Lost Souls and the Scion, but the Mechanist should help a little bit in that sense. And then we just need a trade or two and get that fixed. More of those get excited feels nice though. But yeah, if you want to take anything out of that game, it's understanding the pay to win aspects of making the whirling deaths work right. Oh man. Oh, that was choice. There we go. That's a good mulligan. What's this guy doing, Caitlin Vi? Oh, ready. I'm ready to aggro.
You name it, I'll nick it.
Okay, let's hold back a little bit on the Risen Rider. We have a ton of removal in our hand, so I don't think we need to spew off on this pickpocket.
Hot on the trail. One step ahead.
Okay. All right, we need some more discardable stuff, and then we immediately find it. Good. So I don't think we're going to be going big with the Rider this turn. I mean, it would be nice to get a trade onto the pickpocket. Let's do this. Let's start with Teemo, and then see what the mana allows us to do. It's not super ideal. Supposed to be playing a bunch of those the 2/1 elusive trap makers. Just let us bomb them all with these Tom Wanders. Okay. I think I'm reasonably okay just to bank here. We're not in a big hurry to get into combat with this this pickpocket. So if we want to discard 2 cards to deal with Vi, we have at least one good discard in the Fallen Rider. Then I guess we can just discard Sion. Okay, let's pass. We can full clear his board here. And then have a humongous open next turn. Look. Oh, he just sends it right back, huh? Okay. One of the Rose is looking good. She's ready to force some discard, or getting the free discard with the Guile. The Hopeful's good to get in.
They always hide, and we always find them. For the Empire!
Okay, let's get the pickpocket off of the board. So both of his blocks are bad against our 5 attack units. May have missed out on our opportunity to kill Vi, but it's okay. Uh-oh, is he gonna open on us? Oh, it's gonna be choice if he opens on us.
May miss, not by a long shot.
It's like I don't really want to have to play the card Guile, and this Caitlyn's ignorable. So we lose all of our mana, but let's just go ahead and drop the beam.
Scoping the area.
Okay.
Now we wait.
All right.
Here's my calling card.
Scary time to be a Thorn of the Rose. I guess we only have 4 bombs. That's not that bad. Uh-oh, hang on, that's the unit. Shit. Okay, discard the Guile. I just saw the Risen Rider hanging out in our hand and was like, sweet, that's that easily discardable guy. Oops. I saw the Noble Rebel light up. That's kind of.
Affirmative. Ready to breach.
I wanted to get Teemo and have Mystic Shot mana, but he looks like he would have been the play now.
Stop right there.
Okay. I think this will be our. Yeah, we'll get a Sion attack in next turn. I think we probably just have to add the Rebels now. Then we'll play Sion next turn and crush. Yeah, draw your puff caps, bruh. Oh, those were mine. Hang on. I guess I did put a few puff caps into his deck.
When tribe calls, a reply is proper.
Okay. So much overwhelm. Oh, scary animations. Look out. Look out. Here we go. Have to imagine this ends it. Swap bot. I did it. I think was it in our Caitlyn video that I got to do the swap bot onto somebody's Darius. Pretty confident I got to pull that off. It is a ton of overwhelm, huh? -2. So if we hit... There's like 2 things that we could look to do here, right? If we can just kill off our Sion next turn, and then try to... well, he's going to be at 3. Never mind. Let's not be too clever here and be real. We can just Mystic Shot Time Winder him next turn. I was trying to imagine these awesome scenarios where we just kill off our own Sion and get the win that way, but I guess we're not going to have fun, you know? I guess we do that to ourselves sometimes, you know? Blame everyone else for not wanting to have fun, and then we end up doing stuff like this.
have something on that case.
Alrighty, well, that should do it. I guess there could be some rando generated card that has some life gain, but don't think so. Uh-oh, bringing back the Sion. Cupcake it.
We did it together.
Okay, so what do we got? What do we got? Nothing. I don't want to discard any of this. The Glory Seeker is at least not good in this deck, and we don't have any Marauders, so we're not missing out on a whole lot, but it's so weird. It's trying to make us, like, discard the core of our deck. Right. Yeah, I don't know. They've never really like come out and said how those kind of mechanics work. Let's hang on to the Warmonger. It might be able to hit the Boom Baboon with the boost. Yeah, it's tough to tell though, in the sense that it could be a matter of it sees like the Teemo and the Sherwin Boom cards, and it just kind of thinks that we're a Puffcap deck, and that might be kind of like overriding what it believes to be a discard deck, right? Because I know that yeah, right. It has the high synergy ratings. I think that might be what starts to cause problems. I noticed it would happen like quite frequently in these situations where, like as soon as you would pick like a dragon card, it seems like every time it's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, you want to draft some dragons, I can tell. So we'll see. This is really odd. I mean, I get that he has Shyvanas, but dropping the Dragon Chow. I mean, it feels like he's just gonna drop a 3/3 here, right? He's just gonna play a 3/3 for 3. Then we want to get a unit on board.
The past is a burden we must learn to bear.
Riven's close to that. We got the Tom Wander in hand if he tries to make value blocks. I assume he's going to. Looking good. We should be able to blast him pretty hard next turn if we Tom Wander down Riven, get the Flame Chompers on board. Oh yeah, I think I like this. He just lost a blocker to Shyvana. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's do that whole attacking thing. Easy. Nice. Get to check those sweet animations while we're at it. All right. Well, this was supposed to be the point where we got our 7 wins, and then I just went and finished fixing dinner. So I gotta make this trade here real quick. I think that the weapons of the Lost is better than Intimidating Roar, but I'd rather have 1 Roar and 2 weapons as opposed to 0 and 3. So we'll skip this one. But yeah, I got to get a water and put my crock pot on warm. So 1 second, we'll be right back. All right, back at it. Dinner should be ready and warm. That was a real life struggle, though. I had the same crock pot since like college or right after graduating college. It was like 10, 15 years I had that thing. And then I got like real gross stuff underneath like the handle on the lid. It says like, I got to clean that out. So I tried to unscrew it and just like the screw immediately stripped and I couldn't take it apart. So I was like, oh, that's ruined. Whatever. I'll just pay $5 for a new lid. And all the new lids on Amazon were like $30, and I wasn't even sure they were going to fit. So I was like, oh, whatever. so I ended up just buying a new one. Now I don't know how the new one works. So the struggles of FTP bust and the tough life that I live. But at any rate, back to the action here. Against Darkness, I feel like we just have to be as ultra aggressive as possible. So we'll get this Teemo thing rolling. Shuffled away all of our mid game stuff to find some more aggressive stuff, and that's what we were able to come up with here. So let's keep it going. Let's get these units on board. I'm kind of hesitant to discard these Teemos because I'm not opposed to just going all in on Teemo for our next attack. So we'll see. Okay. But it's like beyond this Teemo, we don't have any puff cap generation, so it may not be advisable to go that big, but
Light is a lure in the dark. For the Empire!
block. Nope. Not taking it. So if we copy this, is it just going to cost 2? Huh. Alright, doing it. I mean, he's just going to get aced next turn, right? Well, he may not be able to generate a darkness. We might realistically get 2 Teemo hits in. You don't get the spell slays either. Alright, do your thing, Teemo. We're all in. We need you to carry hard. Okay, we got a really good open. Have to assume he doesn't have a way to injure Teemo if he didn't already do it. Oh, come on, guy. F. This is just the most damage, picking up the hopeful. Ugh. 2 or less power. So he's taking the 6. Alright. Well, we might be able to get something going on our 2 turns from now. If we can get an intimidating roar, it's definitely going to shut down Vigar. Fallen Rider was absolute perfect draw here. Okay. I dig it. Maybe we'll draw Teemo, right?
It's a good thing you're cute, Viggs.
4 or less power. Okay.
Ready to fire.
Right? Did I miss something? Huh. I wonder if that was intentional or if he just didn't realize that we have a 5/5. Because, like, we can roar down Senna next turn. Right? Stun all enemies with 4 or less power? I mean, okay. I guess you're not playing fast darknesses. Well, you gotta just attack now. So we get savaged by so many slow spells here, we have to just hit. That's so incredibly suspect. Like, that's so weird. Is he just gonna, like, Withering Wail us? What? Okay. Alright. Maybe he thought we played a Camp Lock unit or something. It's not a mistake, man. I watched the Bob Ross documentary last night. It's a happy little accident. Alright, what are we going to do here? I think I'd like to pick up the Baboon. We've been kind of lacking discard targets. I'd love to hang on to these Rebels, but I feel like this is an upgrade. Okay, oh shit. I was expecting to play more games. I didn't realize we were about to final battle here. I don't think we want any of these. Augmented Experimenter is a little expensive, so we'll skip on this one. do we got here? Trading out Trail of Evidence for the Tusk Raider seems fine. Trail of Evidence is just pretty low value here. Never trading out Sion. Get that out of here. Scavenger's interesting. I mean, we're coin flipping on hitting that map. Okay, I guess it just got a little better, right? Don't it feels so weird saying things like I don't think we want Mystic Shot. It seems weird we haven't drawn Weapons of the Lost this entire trial. But where are we at? I think I just want to add in the Reckoners. We're still just like a little bit light on top end, although we did pick up Tusk Raider. Okay. And our last one, concurrent timelines. We just skip these. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if people here are usually old enough to remember Bob Ross. Like, I remember watching Bob Ross in, like, elementary school. And so, good chance a lot of the viewers weren't born when the joy of painting was on the old television. But that was his thing. You don't have mistakes, you have happy little accidents. And they had the documentary on Netflix about his post show life, when just got ultra depressing. He said, I didn't realize he was dead. I just thought he quit doing stuff. Like, his show was on in the 90s. I figured he was like still alive and kicking. He's totally not living anymore. Like, the people he worked with seemed to be not nice people. And it was brutal. Hated seeing it have to go down like that. But at any rate, back to the game before I get too confused on Bob Ross. I think I'm okay to like discard the Scavenger to the Physician. I think we should get like a reasonably easy turn. Well, hang on. I thought we were playing against something different. Let's just discard the Beam. We're never going to play it. Okay, then he can't Vigar us until next turn, so I think just continuing to play on curve is good. Very good chance that they just play like a 3-2 for 2 here, and we get a good attack with the Physician as well. Takes down Teemo, okay. There it is, Adjo knows what's up about Bob Ross. Okay, so I mean, this is tough. Again, another one of these spots where we just love to open attack next turn. Feels like our strongest play is the Scavenger, even if we miss. I think this is okay. We missed. Ooh. The Reckoner is, of course, awkward with the Roar. If we want to give our opponent's weakest unit both dead and not blockable. But it seems okay. We're punching through here. Right, let's just keep at it. All right. Ziggs ain't blocking. So where do we get with an open? That's like a very dangerous expectation that this open is ever going to be lethal. So I think I just want to iterative improvement the Reckoner. Shut down the Safety Inspector, then hopefully we can close it out from there. These are slow, right? Fleeting, slow kind of things. Or we could look to double Thorn of the Rose. That's ultimately pretty scary against decks with a bunch of with a bunch of Withering Whales. Yeah, I've been the roar has been decent. I've been happier with it in this trial than I think I was in the initial one. It just plays so well in the games like this to where if you are able to be reasonably aggressive and you assume that you're getting to trade up a bit, then hopefully your opponent just shouldn't be able to deal with that stuff, right? They should be like, okay, well, it's turn 5, I have to just play a 5-drop because I've spent all of my cheap cards trying to stem this aggression. You should be able to get some like big tempo plays out of it. But I think if you play in the more kind of like mid-rangey Noxus decks, then it's not as good because you don't have as much control on your opponent's board. But it's incredibly good if you're more aggressive. I think he's got some kind of plan for this. This is slow, right? I'm still not missing that. This thing's slow. And nice, there we are. Nice little 7 winner. I assure you all I don't have to make 100 videos before I get to 7 wins. But cool. Yeah, I thought that was good. When I drafted Sion for the video on YouTube, I forgot how good those cards like Zonite Urchin were. And I was surprised that we made it through that whole thing just playing like the kind of crappy Noxus discard cards. But then like at the end I was like, oh man, that was the realization that like we need to be playing these Zonite Urchins and the Sump Dredgers, and then it all just kind of comes together. But yeah, not bad little trial. That was a fun one. Yeah, I got to play 24 hours a day to get the 7 win runs on YouTube. It's tough. I don't sleep. I just like start my day at 5 a.m. Just grind it just as much as I can. Play games over and over, and then hopefully across that period of 24 hours, I can get a 7 winner, and then we get to take a nap before doing it again the next day.